Hi, and welcome to the final video in the series of things to do in Bratislava besides this, and this. We talked about Old Town, communist relics, abandoned places, art, and now we're going to talk about some of the pros of staying in Bratislava. First is the proximity to other cities. This was one of the big factors for why I decided to park it in Bratislava for a month. Since I would be relying on public transportation, I wanted a city that was close enough to other cities and countries that I could easily make day trips to. And since I wanted to stay somewhere I had never been before, Bratislava started looking interesting to me. I flew into Vienna and took an easy bus ride straight from the airport to the center of Bratislava. The Nivi bus station is your go-to hub for taking buses to other cities. It's a very nice, modern, clean, new bus station, and it's part of a mall, so you can go shopping there too if you want. One of my favorite cities to visit while I was staying in Bratislava was Vienna. I hadn't been there since I was a kid, so going back as an adult, it was like rediscovering the city again, and I absolutely loved it. Obviously, lodging is much cheaper in Bratislava, and for a bus ride a little over an hour long, you can get into Vienna for the day. Most of my bus tickets cost 9 to 11 euros round trip. I usually booked with RegioJet, which is super simple to do. You just buy your ticket online and they send you a QR code that gets scanned before you get on the bus. They also have an app, although as you can see it has terrible reviews. You can cancel for a full refund or change your bus ticket up to 15 minutes before your scheduled time. I did take a Flixbus once, but I preferred RegioJet because of their cancellation policy, and I didn't feel that Flix was as clean as RegioJet, and even though Flix had better window visibility, I felt like it swayed a lot more than the RegioJet buses did. So that's something to keep in mind if you get bus sick. As obsessed as I am with Vienna, each time I went, it actually felt good to come back to Bratislava. I like its smaller size and how easy it is to just get around everywhere. There's other cities you can easily get to from Bratislava, and when I headed to Hungary after I was done in Slovakia, the train ride into Budapest did not take very long at all. I stayed directly across the street from the Blue Church, so I was centrally located for walking everywhere, but they have a great bus system, and getting to know it is really handy. There's a great app you can download that will show you which buses go where and at what time. For someone who rarely takes buses and trains and quite frankly hates taking public transportation, I was in love with this app. Once I figured out how to use it, it was like a whole new world opened up for me. All the buses I took were clean, on time, and had good Wi-Fi connection. And it's easy to buy bus tickets. You just go up to one of these yellow boxes, put the money in for the duration of time you want, and get your ticket. A few other good things about Bratislava: it's pretty affordable. I didn't eat out a whole lot, but the prices at the grocery stores were very reasonable. Bus tickets were affordable. I often saw signs for espresso for less than €1, sometimes as low as 80 cents. I picked an Airbnb that was a little on the higher end because I wanted a certain location and had other requirements I needed to be met, but even that was only about $1,000 for the whole month. There's good Wi-Fi connection. My apartment had super fast Wi-Fi. There's free Wi-Fi that works well when you're walking around Old Town. The grocery stores all have Wi-Fi. The bus stations and malls have Wi-Fi. The buses around town have Wi-Fi. So if you're like me when you travel and only use your phone data when you're connected to Wi-Fi, then Bratislava is a good place for you. The only trouble I had with Wi-Fi was on the bigger buses like RegioJet and Flix. It shows there's Wi-Fi, but every single time it did not work. Another good thing about Bratislava is that it's a very dog-friendly town. I always take this to be a good sign about a place. People bring their dogs everywhere. They exercise them at the park. They dress them in sweaters when it's cold. All the dogs look happy and well taken care of, and they pick up after their dogs. I'll be honest with you, when I first got into Bratislava, I was thinking, what in the heck? I saw these gray rectangular and square buildings on the outskirts of town. When I walked from the bus station to my apartment, the sidewalks in some of the buildings were kind of run down, and when I went to the store that first day, it was very chaotic and disorganized and crowded. But after just a day or two of exploring on foot, I really liked Bratislava, and after a month, I was sad to leave it. So if you're thinking about coming to Bratislava, I hope you see that there's a lot more you can do than just this, this, and this. And you can certainly spend more than a night or two here. If you like this series, please give this video a thumbs up. And please hit the subscribe and notification bell because my next series, I'm going to show you what it's like to road trip in the Balkans. It's a terrific area to explore and one of my most favorite road trips I've ever done. So stay tuned for that. See you next time. It says Sarajevo's this way. Where did everybody else go? Because I've been like in a long line of cars. Is this gonna take me on some crazy road? I don't know. You can see these have bullet holes. The roof was blown off. Just passed a sign and it was like got a picture of food, like you could go eat there, and it was like some shriveled crispy animal on a skewer. It looked too big to be a rabbit, but I have no clue. Smells not that great. Oh shit. Is that natural or is there something toxic in that lake? I've passed lots of wild boar pig crossing signs.